1,300, remember that number. That is the total number of official goal involvements, goals, and assists that Lionel Messi has recorded in his career. Let me say it again so the scale actually lands. 1,300, over 895 goals, over 405 assists. That's not a record. That's a mathematical chasm. To understand how insane that is, take Erling Haaland, a machine, a physical monster. To match Messi's career pace, Haaland would need one goal involvement in every single match for the next 22 years. No injuries, no slumps, and even then, he might not make it. Here's the deception, though. On paper, you imagine a perfect athlete, but on the pitch, you see a man who is 170 centimeters tall and spends most of the match just walking. This is the greatest illusion in the history of sport, and today we end the debate. Let's start with the foundation. Spanish La Liga, one of the most technical, demanding leagues on earth. Di Stefano played here, Cruyff, Zidane, Ronaldo, Cristiano. And then there's Messi's numbers, which look less like statistics and more like an error in the game's code. 474 goals in 520 matches. Combined goals and assists, and his contribution passes 660. He created as many goals in Spain as most clubs fail to score in a decade. But here's the one that breaks your brain, the Man of the Match award. Over 15 years, Messi won it in 52% of his games. Think about that. Every time he walked onto the pitch, it was basically a coin flip whether he'd be the best player on the field for 15 straight years. In one season, 2011 to 2012, he scored 50 league goals in 37 games. The Premier League record is 36, Haaland. The Bundesliga record is 41, Lewandowski. Messi broke $50 playing as a free-roaming artist, not a pure striker. People love to say Messi couldn't do it against English clubs. The statistics laugh at that. 27 goals in 36 matches against the Premier League's Big Six. He put 4 past Arsenal in a single game. He destroyed City. He humiliated United on the biggest stage. Remember 2019, the semi-final against Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk was having the season of his life. Nobody got past him. Messi scored twice, including a free kick from 30 meters. After that game, Jurgen Klopp said it best. When he stops, he looks harmless, but when he starts running, he's unstoppable. He's the best. And Van Dijk, the best defender in the world that year, admitted it himself. Messi is the best player alive. So how does a man who isn't an athlete dominate Europe for 17 straight years? The answer isn't in his legs, it's in his head. There's a myth that Messi is lazy because he walks. Let's destroy it with science. Professor Geir Jordet studied something called scanning frequency, how often a player turns their head to read the game before the ball arrives. The average Premier League player, 4 to 6 times in 10 seconds. Geniuses like Xavi and Iniesta, 8. Messi is in a category of his own. Pep Guardiola explained it perfectly. He's not just walking, he's taking an X-ray. By the time the ball reaches him, he already has a map of where everyone is. While defenders waste energy sprinting, Messi finds the blind spots. He lulls them to sleep with his stillness, then explodes in the 1 second a defender blinks. That's not laziness. That's a processor running faster than any computer. Messi sees the game in 4K while everyone else is watching in 720 pixels. And subscribe, appreciate the legends while they're still on the field. When that intelligence met peak physical form, we got the year 2012, the year football was officially hacked. 91 goals in a single calendar year, it's in the Guinness Book of Records. The previous record, Gerd Müller's 85 dimes, stood for 40 years. Let that number breathe. In 2012, Messi alone scored more goals than the entire Manchester United squad. More than Chelsea, who won the Champions League that year. More than Borussia Dortmund. One man, outscoring entire teams with budgets in the hundreds of millions. And it's not just the scoring, it's the biomechanics. Most players need 2 or 3 steps to stop from a full sprint. Messi stops in 1. Remember Jerome Boateng in 2015? A world-class defender simply collapsing because Messi changed direction faster than Boateng's brain could signal his legs. Rio Ferdinand put it perfectly. I felt like a child playing against an adult. He was like a ghost. In football, there's a division of labor. Ronaldo and Lewandowski finish attacks. De Bruyne and Zidane create them. Messi is a glitch in the program. He does both at the best level in the world. 5 times named the world's best playmaker, 6 golden boots. Compare him to the benchmark creator Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne's best season, 13 goals, 20 assists. Messi's bestie, 50 goals, 16 assists. The creativity of De Bruyne, and 4 times the goals. He's the only player in history past 400 assists, over 400 accurate through balls in the top 5 leagues. The next closest is almost twice as far behind. Thierry Henry, who played beside him, said it best. I've seen players who score. I've seen players who see the field. Lionel is the only one who does both, at an alien level, in the same match. But the most dramatic chapter was Argentina. For years, it was a story of pain. A lost World Cup final in 2014, 2 Copa America finals lost on penalties. In 2016, after tears in New Jersey, it looked over. They said he didn't feel the shirt. Then Messi came back to rewrite history. Copa America, 2021, the finalissima, and then Qatar. At 35, his body no longer the same. He turned his intelligence up to maximum. The Argentines call it la pausa, slowing the game down, waiting, finding the pass nobody else can see. Against Mexico, with the nation facing elimination, half a meter of space, a shot, a goal, saved. Against the Netherlands, a pass to Molina not a single camera, not one of 80,000 fans saw. He did. He became the first player ever to score in every single round of a World Cup. 21 career goal involvements at World Cups, past Pelé, past Close. Then the 2024 Copa America, another trophy. He turned a team of underachievers into a dynasty of champions. So why is Lionel Messi simply unreachable? Because to replicate his career, a new hero would have to score like Ronaldo, pass like De Bruyne, dribble like Hazard, win like Dani Alves, and do all of it at once without a single slump for 20 straight years. Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham, they are the future. They will write their own history. But the data says even their best form is still behind Messi's pace. In 50 years, people will look at his numbers and assume it's a database error. 91 goals in a year, 400 assists, 48 trophies. They won't believe one human did it. But we got lucky. We didn't just see the numbers in a table. We saw the magic live. There were great players. There were legends. And then there is Lionel Messi, the man who made us believe in infinity. Do you think we'll ever see another like him? Drop your answer in the comments. And subscribe. Appreciate the legends while they're still on the field.